Hey up. Okay, so what we've got here is the deconstructed brief. And I haven't deconstructed the whole thing, but hopefully you have, and you now have something that looks a little bit like this. The next stage then is to really start to explore these different areas. So each advert will target a different audience. Well, I guess we sort of need to look at these audiences then and think about how's the restaurant going to target them? And I guess in advertising, the main thing to think about here is what have they got that the audience wants or needs? We need to identify the needs of the audience so that we can then target them by creating a marketing campaign that is built around what they need so that we're giving them what they want. There's no point in advertising TikTok to a 70-year-old unless that's your new intended audience. And if it is, you need to think about, well, what do 70-year-olds need? Well, they want to communicate with the grandchildren. Okay, so now let's rebrand TikTok as a way to send videos to your grandchildren. Now, suddenly, it makes sense. It's about identifying needs and then building a campaign around it. So, families with young children, for me, I think they need entertainment. Now remember, we're talking about what they need from the restaurant, not what they need from a media product. Okay, so they need entertainment because they get bored. They probably need meal offers, because they don't want to spend too much money. So they're looking to save a bit of money, but get probably decent meals for it. They're probably looking for healthy options. Healthy options or kids menus. They might be looking for toys, things like that, so need entertainment. So packs, toys, play areas, and they're probably wanting some friendly staff. Okay, so you can see here I've got some really good ideas now of how I can target one advert of this restaurant around these areas. How does this restaurant provide those particular things? Next thing then, couples. Well, what do they want? What are their needs? Probably quiet space, opportunities for peacocking. So this is where people basically, want to show off a little bit. They're trying to court somebody, so they want to kind of make themselves seem more desirable. So VIP menus, expensive options, a bar, possibly meals to share. Okay, and in that quiet space, let's just say atmosphere. Okay, and then older teenagers. What do older teenagers want? Well, quite frankly, you're going to be in a better position to come up with that than I am. I would take a guess that they're probably going to want Wi-Fi, and they're probably going to want cheap meals with big portions, but good food. They've got disposable income, but they haven't got a lot of disposable income, so they want to make their money last. They're probably going to want group areas. Very unlikely, unless they fall into the couple category, that you're going to get many teenagers, just two of them, going to a restaurant. They're probably going to be going in groups, and they're going to want to have group areas where they can get that sort of experience of adulthood, really. Okay, so we've identified what they want. Now we can link these to these. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I can simply just connect that to that and so on. But really, what I've done here is I'm going to make the restaurant fit into some of these things. Okay, use of appropriate language and register for the audience. So we need to think about each of those audiences and how they want to be spoken to, which is the register, and what sort of language is going to be appropriate for them. So use of slang, use of specific words. Who are my voices going to be? Well, that might depend as well. I might have different ones for every single advert. But what I'm definitely going to try and do is I'm going to try and make them relatable to the audience. And how are you going to do that? By basically using stereotypes. However, there is an opportunity there to subvert some of the stereotypes. For example, for couples, let's just click on here. I could subvert the stereotype of a couple. Excuse my typing, I'm just in a bit of a trying to hurry things along. So I could subvert the stereotype of couples by having an older couple who are sort of reigniting the flame, or I could have LGBTQ community. Okay, so we can subvert some typical stereotypes of couples in that, and that'll be quite useful. Right, so the next thing to do is the statement of